We're now going to move over into the loan mods section. So we're in leads right now. We're now going to click over on the loan mods tab, and we're going to work with a new loan mod. So now here we are in the loan mods section, and this is a list of all the loan mods that we have in our organization. The colored icons are date driven, just designed to give you a visual cue of the age of each of the case files. You can open up any of these particular case files by clicking over here on the case number, and it'll allow you to go in and edit that. We're going to go ahead and start a brand new one here. So I'm just going to go ahead and we'll click new, and it'll bring us into a blank one, and I'm just going to walk you through starting up a brand new record. So here we are in a new loan mod case, and up at the top we can see primarily that it's been assigned to Bill, which is the user that I'm logged in as. If I want, I can also add additional people using these drop downs. So if I want to go ahead and assign a backup person in here, I can do that. We'll need to give it a case number. This could be any type of numeric or alphanumeric format that you may be using. And we'll go ahead and make this, for the purpose, we'll make it a loan modification. Each of these sections here, the borrower and co-borrower, property and mortgage, income and assets, these are all expandable by clicking on this view button. So if I go ahead and click view, it's going to go ahead and expand that section. And here we are in the borrower co-borrower information. So I'm going to go ahead and we'll go through this, and we'll kind of populate all of these different fields. So we start off with the hardship. So let's say this is a particular job loss. And then we can go ahead and fill in these particular fields here. So we'll go ahead and fill out the borrower section, populated all the information in here. So I can go ahead and click hide. And that's going to go ahead and reduce that section. Now we can move on to the property and mortgage section. So I'm going to go ahead and click view, and that's going to expand that section for me. And here's where I can put in all the information about the property and the mortgage lender. You can also, if there's a foreclosure date that you want to have, you can capture that right up here at the top. We'll go ahead and click on the calendar icon, and let's say at the end of June, that's their foreclosure date. So we can go ahead and choose the property type from this drop down here, and I'm going to go ahead and populate the rest of these fields. Okay, so now I've gone ahead and populated the property section and also the first mortgage. So you can go ahead and, if there's a secondary mortgage, you can go ahead and capture that down here. So if I go ahead and click hide to go ahead and minimize that section, I can do that. Now if I want, I've kind of taken some time and inputted some information. Let's say I want to go ahead and save my work. I might go ahead and hit save and continue. And that'll go ahead and write the changes that I've made to file, take me back into this same record. So now we can go ahead and move on into the income and expenses section. This section here is where we can capture all the borrowers, their expenses, their income, and it'll go ahead and calculate some of the DTI information here up top. So I'm going to go ahead and fill these fields out now. Okay, now we've gone through and we've updated the income and expense section. We've populated in the expenses over on the left and the income. And so we have some basic DTI information calculated up here. So we can go ahead and now if we like, we can go ahead and hide this section and minimize this. Now if I like, if I go ahead and hit save and continue, this will go ahead and update my changes to the income section, and it's also going to give me a little printer button here. So if I want to just print out the income section, and maybe I want to go ahead and print that out and fax that over to the, say the customer, I can do that here. So I can go ahead and print this out, and then at the bottom there's an area there if they want to go ahead and sign that. So now the next section, we have the mod fee. So this is where you can capture payments that are due. So let's say this is a $1,500 fee, and the customer is, say, going to be paying in installments. So you can go ahead and let's say let's say this one was due, and they've actually already paid it. So we can go ahead and then we've got our dates in there. So we can go ahead and collapse this. Once I go ahead and hit save, this balance section here is going to get updated. So it should show a balance of $1,000 because we've actually populated the paid date with 500. Now the section underneath here, this is the status area and the checklist. Now this area right in here we can make visible to the borrower if we like. So I'll go through these different sections here and show you how we use these. So basically these over here, these are just high-level milestones that a particular case may go through. So we start off with it being opened. It's going to go ahead and populate today's date. As it moves through the pipeline, you can check these off and then go ahead and put in dates when they reach these particular milestones. This section down here, we have two comments boxes. We have the first one. These comments here can be made visible to the customer. So you can use this to track, say, a call log when you've been speaking with the bank. If you have some internal comments that you'd rather the client not see, you can put those down here. So this is just a open text box, so I can go ahead and just type in any type of comments that I want in here. Or what I like to do, I like to use these icons. These are going to go ahead and put in a time and date stamp for me. So the envelope is to denote that an email was sent, and this telephone is when a telephone call was made. So let's say I spoke with the bank. I go ahead and click that telephone. It's going to go ahead and put in my username, today's time and date. So then I can go ahead and put in any type of notes. Spoke with a negotiator. So now your staff can all come in here and they can very quickly add in comments in here and create a nice comment or call log to show the activity that's going on with a particular case file. Now the last section that we can use to track this loan mod is the checklist. So I'm going to go ahead and click this button, and it's going to expand our loan mod checklist. These are common tasks or documents that are required with a typical loan mod. And the way this works is basically over on the left, you check these off as being required or ordered. And when the client goes ahead and delivers them, then you go over here and mark them off as being completed. So we can go ahead and check off a number of these. And then as your client or your staff delivers this piece of information, you can check it off as, okay, the client delivered me the first mortgage statement on the 12th of June. So I'm going to go ahead and hit hide. Now I said we can allow the client to view the status of this particular loan mod in this section here. So I'm going to go ahead and hit save and continue to save my work. And the way we can allow the customer to check the status is up here in this borrower info. Since we went ahead and populated the borrower's email address when we filled out the borrower's information, notice I'm getting this link here now that says email status instructions. So if I click on this link, this is going to go ahead and launch a email client that I can go ahead and my email client's Outlook, so it'll go ahead and we can then send an email to the borrower. And then that borrower will have a link in there that they can use to check the status of their particular case file. So here's the email, and if the borrower were to click on this link, then they could put in their email address and then their loan number, and that would go ahead and allow them to have access to this particular loan. So if we like, we can go ahead and try and simulate what that's going to look like. And this is a page that the borrower would see. So they're going to be able to put in their email address and their loan. So if I go ahead and put in the email address of this particular customer, this was John Smith, and put in the loan number, and if I go ahead and hit check status, this is going to go out and fetch the status of the loan that we're working on right now. So you can see, if I go ahead and maximize that screen, you can see here's the high-level checkboxes, the milestones, the comments that we put in, and here's the documents or checklist items that are outstanding. Notice it's only showing them the ones we've checked off, so there's only the items here that pertain to the client. So if we go back to our particular case file now, down below the comment section, we've got an area for internal comments. These are not visible to the borrower on their status login. And the last sections down here, you have an area if you want to capture a separate attorney or maybe an affiliate. Or down here we have a referral and campaign. So if you want to capture any of that information, you can. The last section down here is the document section. This is where you can attach and upload documents. Any file that's 8 megabytes or smaller, you can go ahead and attach. You can attach as many separate files as you like. So if you have multiple PDF files, maybe scanned documents, if there's images or Word docs, Excel, you can go ahead and you just click the browse button. You'll browse out to your local computer and attach it, just like you would attach, say, a document into an email. You go ahead and hit upload, and it'll get listed here. So basically, any file that you want to go ahead and share with any of the staff or anyone who is going to be working on this case file, you can go ahead and upload those documents, and then they'll be made available to any of your staff to download. So now we've gone ahead and uploaded that small little GIF file there. So now anyone can go ahead and click on this link here and download it. So that, if you like, you can click this printer friendly button, and let's say you want to print out all the information that we just inputted. So I can go ahead and click that button, and that's going to go ahead and bring us up a nicely formatted screen where we can go ahead and print out all these all the different sections that we populated. So I'll go ahead and print these out to a PDF just to kind of show you what this is going to look like. Now we've gone ahead and printed out our case file. So up at the top here, we've got our company name. Here's the borrower and co-borrower section. On the next page, we have our property, mortgage, and lender information. And below that, we're going to have our income and our assets. This page here is our expenses. And then we have a signature below there, and if there's any comments that we put in, those are on the last page. So if we want to keep the comments with the doc, we can. If not, we can discard them. And once we're all done with the printing, we can go ahead and hit save. And that's going to take us back to the loan modification summary screen where our new case file is now showing up right here. So anyone who now has access to this case file can go ahead and click on the loan number, go in, make changes. I can go ahead and reassign this case file if I want, take it from Bill and assign it to somebody else. So that concludes our demonstration on the loan modification section of Captaloans.